family, it is Liv. And today I am on a swing, as you can see, and just because I want to, no other reason than that. So today we're going to be doing eye yoga. And so how do I say this? I mean, my vision isn't perfect, but I did used to wear glasses, and I do not right now, and I have not in a couple of years. And I've kind of randomly, every once in a while, will just kind of mention that to people, and they're like, what? Like, what do you mean? And I'm like, yeah, like I used to wear contacts, like I used to like really not be able to see that well, and now my vision is better. I'm not saying it's the most perfect vision, but I mean, it's pretty good. And I attribute some of that to my practice of yoga, and I just wanted to share a couple of exercises that I think are beneficial, that I have learned from kind of a couple different places, but we're just going to jump right into it. And so if you are wearing glasses, I would take them off for this practice, and also I would go outside. And so I just want to say a couple things before we start, which is I think one of the reasons why a lot of us have poor vision, I know I started to have poor vision really when I was in school and I was reading a lot, and I really couldn't even see the board very well. And I think it's like simply a fact of, like, especially people who read, you're on computers, and you know, we're inside a lot, and so your vision is so focused on like right here, and we're not really using a lot of effort to see like really far away. And so for this exercise, I would really recommend that you go ahead and go outside, take your glasses off, put them in a safe place where you can just pull them right out, and then really go outside where you can look at different distances. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're literally just going to take our thumb. It's like the easiest thing you can do, and you can take your thumb, and all we're going to do is just start at your, like, you can start at whatever distance you can kind of see it, and then we're just going to move the thumb outward and just look at the thumb and then move it inward. And that's literally all we're doing for the first one. Outward and then inward, and we're just totally focusing on the thumb. I would even focus on a part of the thumb, like the tip of the thumb, a very, very specific point, and lock your eyes on that spot, and then keep it there as you move the thumb forward and back. So that's the first exercise. As you do this, I would sync breath to movement, just like we do in like Asana posture class. Like I would do that. So I would say like inhale and then exhale, and just being intentional about every single aspect of this movement, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, so the second one I would do is hold the thumb at a certain distance wherever you can see it. If it's close, that's fine. And then looking at the thumb and then looking at something distant far away. So I'm going to look at the thumb, and then I'm going to look at you. I'm going to look at the thumb and then look at the camera, look at the thumb and then look at the camera. And you can do that at varying distances. So let's say the first distance I'm going to look at is the camera. So I'm going to start with the thumb, camera, thumb, camera, thumb, camera. And then I'm gonna say, like, I'm at a like a playground right now. I'll turn the camera around after I make this video so you can see what I'm actually looking at. But then you can pick a distance that's maybe a little bit farther away, and then a distance that's even farther than that, and see how far you can practice just stretching the muscles in your eyes. All we're doing is exercising these muscles and teaching them how to move in ways that a lot of times when you have glasses, especially contacts, you're not allowing the eyes to use those muscles as much. So I'm looking at the thumb, looking at the camera, looking at the thumb. Now I'm looking at something far. I'm looking at the jungle gym. Thumb, jungle gym, thumb, jungle gym. Now I'm going to take it even farther. I'm going to look at these trees that are even beyond that. So thumb, trees, thumb, trees. And just holding it until you can get some type of focus. You may not be able to get total focus, but at least you're asking the eyes over and over again, hey, this is what I want you to try to do. I want you to try to do this. And so that's the first set of exercises. Next, we're going to take the eyes around the clock. So we're going to start by looking at the nose. And we're just going to focus the eyes on the nose, taking, just breathing naturally, but intentionally. And then we're going to take the eyes around the clock. So I'm going to start take my nose, from my nose up to the third eye point, which is going to be 12 o'clock. And then I'm going to go in a big circle. So I'm going to look at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, which is straight over to the side, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, down to the right, 6 o'clock, straight down, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, straight across to the left, 10 o'clock, 11, 12, straight back up. You should feel your eyes like, whoa, this is so crazy. And then look back at your nose. And then relax your eyes completely and just look straight forward, natural vision. And you can do that a bunch of times. I find that especially for people who wear glasses, and especially like the kind of glasses where it's like the gradient type of ones, what happens is like your vision is kind of stuck to like a certain range, and you're not stretching the peripheral of your vision as much, right? And so because if you look outside to the sides of the glasses, you don't have the lenses there, so you can't see. So like you're actually limiting yourself. And so I think this is a really good one, just taking the eyes all the way around the clock nice and slow. And you can even take it in the opposite direction, but obviously in a much slower manner, can really help with that peripheral vision. And so you can do the same thing with your thumb, with your peripheral. So you can take your thumb out to the side and just see, like, can I see my finger out to the side of my vision by just turning my eyes, not my head, but just turning my eyes. And then can I see my thumb on the other side? Can I just, with my head straight forward, just see my thumb right there, right? And then likewise, can I look downward? How far can I look downward and just see? You can just put your thumb and see how far down. And then even looking up, how far up can I see? And just looking up. And so really practicing not only just the eyes moving around the periphery, but using the thumb in different locations and really seeing, like, can I see my hand in this range of motion? And so yoga practice can really help with this, like asana practice, because let's say you're doing like a warrior one, or you put your palms together, you reach the hands up, and they'll say like your drishti, or your looking point, should be some part of the thumbs, right? And so as you're taking the hands upward, you're tracking, you're following the thumbs as they go upward, and that's helping you practice with your vision. So even as you're in yoga class, posture class, and if you wear glasses, I think that's also a great time to take your glasses off and use your hands. You know, let's say you're in a warrior pose with the arms to the side. You can look like, you know, look down the middle finger, practice and stretch to see, can I see, if you're someone who's really nearsighted, can I see my fingers? Can I see, how far can I see? Maybe tracking your arm all the way down. I can see my shoulder, I can see this, and it starts to get blurry around here. Like, you can just track that and pay attention and see if you can improve that over time. And let's see if there's anything else I want to do right now. No, that's it. So I hope that was helpful in terms of some eye yoga. And again, you can do this like anytime. You know, you can do it trying to look at the stars. You can, you know, I think really it's just really good just being outside as much as you can and taking off your glasses and really just exercising, looking at different things around you that are near, that are mid-range, and that are very distant. And then really just, you can just look and just focus your attention on a certain spot. I know for me, like, I used to really like to see birds in the trees, and so I would like focus my attention, like if I would hear a bird, for example, I would like look in the tree and like, can I find the bird? Can I see the bird? And like that can even just be a way to, instead of just letting your eyes roam, like really focus on one specific point and see if you can get it to come into focus. And a lot of times you can, if you look for long enough, or really like ask the muscles to try over time. And so I'm not saying, you know, you're gonna go from like being blind to like having 20/20 like overnight at all, but I mean, like, you can definitely, I think, make some improvements by exercising those eye muscles. So I hope this was helpful to somebody. I'm going to get back to the winging because I like it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.